that standpoint, the young players to get to play against this caliber of player, it's really great all around, and of course it's great entertainment for the fans. And here we go as we have Highbank on the attack and a shot, and right away the puck is drilled into the net as the players we were talking about, Werenski, skated it over the line, made a great pass to Sherwood, and he wasted no time scoring.
After the first 2 weeks being just 3v3, so we beefed up the rosters a little bit.
Maybe the players said we got to slow the pace a little bit, and not so far in this game, as a centering pass results in another goal, and this time the marksman is Werenski, so he set up the last one, now he's scored again. Now he swings back to center ice. Look at these elegant skating strides. He's in over the line, and the shot, goal. Atkinson, who once led the entire NCAA in goals for Boston College. Castles, he's in over the line. Atkinson, they know they got to check him closely if they can, but he fed Hundley coming in, trailing the play, and he buries the shot. So Atkinson doing what Werenski did, scored a goal, and he set one up. Now we're tied.
Just great awareness, finds the open zone there, and just lets one rip. Puts it right by Michael Sochan, who's starting at Robert Morris this year. And Sochan had a great season there from Eric Dopp.
Intercepted by Atkinson. He flies into a breakaway. Winding up, big shot, goal. A slap shot from 10 feet away, but he buried it. Of experience with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Long pass out to Sherwood. It's a 2-on-1 with Meyer. Sherwood across, Meyer wide open, and again, he waited a split second. Dopp was able to get over there and make the save. Now in front, some more chances by Palmer. Castles stick handling in. Still controlling across, and Petrozelli buries it literally as the puck stayed between the back post and the net.
Sign waited for the one-timer to just drop it in. Good work from Battery there, as they've scored the last 4 after starting out 0-2.
Well, it's a fun league, but there are competitive juices that get going, and when you're the first place team and you get dominated the way they were, Campagna dropped it back for Farthing. He's in over the line. Farthing now trying to cut in front. He does, and he scores. Farthing was able to beat Adenier, turn the corner on him, and now they break out. It's Atkinson all alone. It's going to be a one-on-one. Let's see what he does this time. This time he eschews the slapper. Save made by Soch, and he passed it back across and kicked out. Campagna couldn't get it. Broken up by Adenier. Now back they come 2-on-1. LaBelle across. He got a return pass, but no, it was broken up by Hundley, but it ends up in the back of the net. So they weren't getting anything with great shots on Dopp. They got a lucky bounce to get their third goal.
That's it. You got LaBelle in front of us there. Over to Clark. Yep, off the slap of Clark. Nice little pop.
With Meyer. Sherwood looked back. Nobody else was coming. And he tried to give it to Meyer, but that one was intercepted, and that's the end of the first half. And fast and furious as Dopp was able to just break it up. Long pass out. There's a 2-on-0. Companion with Atkinson. Across, Atkinson, Companion, shot, goal. And they made that look pretty spectacular. Very involved with the coaching at the Battery Hockey Academy, so they had to show what they can do there.
Yep.
Battery Hockey Academy. There's a long pass. Carson Meyer back the other way. The shot, and he blasts it in from the face-off dot to get it back to a 2 or a 1-goal money puck game. Werenski's got it again. Werenski wheeling and dealing with the puck. Out for Messina. Shot, big one-timer, but stopped again by Dopp. Really dominating, controlling the puck this last shift. Here they come again. Messina out for Werenski. Werenski across, Messina scores, and it's 6-5. What a shift for that entire group. Get a forecheck going and cycle that puck, control it, and you can turn the momentum. Look at this great feed and finish. Get right back to his stick. Now he gives it to Peralta wide open. Across Werenski, in too tight, open, they put it in. Goal scored by Braden Clark.
3 in the last 2.5 minutes maybe, and Braden Clark gets his second one here. He gets a nice touch right back to him off his. There we go. Werenski holds it long enough, and Clark.
And to keep Castles from having too much room, he spun away, centered it. Right there, open goal. They score.
I think that was Cam Atkinson, Johnny on the spot.
Forced wide, but he's coming in one-on-one against Ethan Peralta. Takes it back of the net. Tried to center it for Campagna, but it was knocked down. Campagna got it back out in front. Now alone is Moretti. Shot, goal. And Moretti's shown he still has some of that magic from last week. Scores a big goal.
Felt with the assist and on the defensive end, getting his stick in there, and you can see on the replay right here, it's a little long. Here he goes.
Larkin putting the pressure on Farthing, and he forced a turnover. And they put the shot on goal. They score. Now, Farthing would probably be looking in the direction of the referee and maybe have a case to be made there.
Mr. Clark getting in on the action as he gets right in the way. Johnny on the spot again. And nice little 360 spin move.
Checking usually picks up, but I think they're just going to keep coming. He's checked. Here's Myers. Sherwood out in front. Slid the puck to him. Petrozelli trying to get back and pressure him. The shot, and he scores. And just like that, High Bank has tied this game.
Yeah.
The ice the other way for Atkinson. 7:55 to go. Atkinson over the line. Dropped it back to the trailer, Farthing. Farthing forced to the backhand. Shot across, open net, goal. As he sets up Atkinson.
Yep, you know, Cam doing what Cam does. Helps out a teammate. Just patiently waiting for it. You can see him just pause right there and just chip.
Centers it. Shot, goal. As he got it across to the finish by Braden Clark.
Himself a little ahead of the action there. Mason LaBelle. Nice pass, dropping it down, and Clark right in position.
Drops it off. 9-9. What a game, and we're down to 4:37 to play. Centering pass, Larkin. Backhander, goal. And High Bank has gone ahead.
Yep, after that goal. So they gonna
work his way to the front against Campagna. Sherwood back out up high. Wierenski to Larkin. Larkin at the left point. Shifting it around. Shot directed into the net by Meyer. Beautiful play. And with the money puck there, that's going to be really big for High Bank. 13-9.
I was going to say, yeah, it was 9-7. All right, big onslaught here from High Banks.
Well, they started off with a bang, and they're almost back to their early.
On. Jim Atkinson.
And the light's still on. He could score. It'd be 2. And a save. And that might just have won it for High Bank. Yes. Kind of a format. Here is Barber, former Bowling Green Falcon. Over it goes, and there's a shot and a score. And Blade Tech. Ricky. Oh, no, pardon me. That is Ethan Heideprem. In over the line. 2-cylinder. He got checked, but the follow-up goal. And that ties it up. Or actually, Blade Tech is up 2-0. 38 NHL goals total, games total. And he just scored, breaking Ryan Ginger. Now it goes wide of the goal, right out in front. It rolls in. And kind of an excuse me kind of goal, but France.
Yeah, Zach Tyson, nice work there for him and Stavroff. Doing some good work right in front of the net.
The surface, cross-rink pass, and the shot, goal. Nyquist scores. And Broadfoot. And now it's Roslovic. Back in over the line with lots of room. He walks in, goal. Well, they were playing that thing of the defenders take the...
Right under the glove of Gould. And you're going to get a good look at it here, folks. I mean, he's got absolutely no room
for coming out. The pass cross-rink for Tyson. Tyson, he's got a man cutting for the goal. Finds him, the shot, goal. And a beautiful pass and a beautiful 6-1-4.
And you'll notice the line change happening on the right side. Blade Tech maybe a little slow getting off the ice. You can see
Chase's brother Carson is a tremendous hockey player. Hockey in Columbus. There's a shot and a goal. And you do not want
Senator just kind of lazily in here. And you put some pace on it. Just a quick little
half, but Gould has stood in his head here in the second half. Here's another chance to do the same thing. Look at him pass across, though. They got him all turned around, and finally the puck is put in after Greasock fed McBrayer.
Yep, we saw this in the previous game, man. Just Gould had no chance there.
The goalie saying, what am I
doing? Pink on their way so far.
He dialed 6-1-4 on that one. They got an answer. 7-4. It's going to take 2 money puck goals to tie. Now even that won't do it.
And had a hat trick last week. in his effort, but he was playing with Battery Academy, so he can get it done in the blue or he can get it done in the big.
Trying to center it, but swung out instead to Tyson. Tyson now over the line, gave it off to Bricky, and Scooter Bricky. He scored a goal just like that against Penn State in the Big Ten tournament last year.
Scooter Bricky nets his first one of the day, but it's a money puck, so it's worth 2.
Here goes Stavroff breaking in. Stavroff trying to go for 10-3, and he's got it. And all of a sudden, they are just shooting holes.
And that was
in that. Ready for the second game of the day here at week 4 of the Cap City Summer Elite Hockey League. And we have first place Battery. And with High Bank losing, they've got a chance to go into undisputed possession of first place again against 614 Hockey, who won their first game last week, and we'll see if Victory Pink Power will prevail again today against the top team in the league.
Yeah, I know Matt Pfeffer, the owner of 614 Hockey, was awfully excited about getting their first victory last week, and there's the man.
They got reason for hoping this week, too, largely because of Patrick Liney's return.
Yeah, making his return. He was out sick last week. Spoke to him Wednesday. He was just a little under the weather, so him and his girlfriend weren't feeling too well, so he took a day off and back at it today. So, yeah, the 6'2" star forward is going to look to make an impact. He does have the single game record with 9 points, so maybe he can try and break that one this week. And there you go, Jack Roslovic, an early goal in last week's highlight package. He is not with us today, and that's, again, like I mentioned, the fluid rosters here in the Cap City Summer Elite League. Jack Roslovic will not be playing today. Got some other things going on. But 614 Hockey does have a new addition, Ryan Williams, number 8 out of Waterloo in the USHL. And again, Sean Corrali is back today.
And he wasn't playing last week either. So last week, Line and Corrali were missing, and Roslovic really picked up the slack, and they won. And now they feel like, okay, they don't have Roslovic, but maybe these other guys back will make up for that.
Yeah, Vidrick, Ryan Ginger, all the boys in pink. And there you go. There's their roster for 614, Corrali and Line. Obviously, Tyson was here last week. Vidrick from Wisconsin Falls. Some familiar faces there. They do have a new goalie, though. You'll notice there at the bottom, Garrett Alderman of Ohio University. I'm looking to see what that, and obviously 614 works with Ohio University, our partners, the Athletic Performance Insight. And then if you caught my halftime interview with Ian Phillips, the senior from Gahanna Lincoln, he's got his eyes on Ohio University and a career in sports journalism. And once again, go to yamomedia.com to check out Ian Phillips' articles.
Well, I think covering the Blue Jackets already, having done that as an incoming freshman, will give him an edge with his journalism prop wherever he goes.
Absolutely.
Of course, Ohio University has an excellent hockey program. It's officially a club team in the ACHA, but they actually have a program that is definitely on par with a lot of your Division II or III NCAA programs. So we'll look for a lot from Alderman in goal here today.
Yeah, and Alderman, former Upper Arlington Golden Bear right here in Columbus, so it's nice to see him. We've got a lot of Columbus kids, a lot of former, and I just mentioned, let's see, Jackson Dixon, he'll be playing for Battery Academy, one of the new additions. He's number 13. And yeah, there we go, right on the roster there. Jackson Dixon, he plays for the Jersey Hitmen in the NCDC, and if there's ever a fitting name for a Jersey hockey team, I believe it would be the Hitmen. But he's a local boy here, just 18 years old, 6'3", a little bigger body. We'll see what he can bring.
Only one NHLer, Cam Atkinson, but what an NHLer. He's had a tremendous career, and he's second in this league. And if he has a big day, he might be able to overtake Carson Meyer and become the leading scorer in the circuit here. There he is, getting set, number 89, a very popular figure here, of course, after many years in Columbus. And they have not forgotten him just because he is now playing on behalf of the Philadelphia Flyers. There's Eric Dopp. He's been a very strong goalkeeper. And really, you have to feel like every goalie that's played has done yeoman's work here in a league where they face so much rubber.
Yeah, Eric Dopp, unfortunately, he's 0-3 but he's got the most saves out of any goalie in the league. So
I think those two might be connected because he's facing a lot of shots. Here we go as we've got Compagna breaking in, and he got checked on the play as he got in over the line on the first attack of the game, and now back they come here in the other direction. We've got a 2-on-1 and a centering pass. Scooter Bricky was scooting in there from Ohio State, but he couldn't quite control it for a shot, and it's intercepted. And Battery taking over. Battery Hockey Academy tried to get an outlet pass, but it was broken up. Out now to Atkinson at center ice, but he got checked on the play.
Yeah, a couple of Buckeyes, Nate McBrayer and Scooter Bricky, starting off on this line for 6-1-4.
They both have been teaming up extremely well in the earlier games. There's a good tip passes, yet more Columbus connections in these games. Got the Jackets and, of course, a lot of Buckeyes, too. And here's Laine getting that puck for his first attack, drawing the puck back. And maybe he's a little rusty after missing last week. He just couldn't quite finish that play, and it's out to center ice. Will Elger, he's looked very good. A big, lanky forward with good skills as you see him twisting and turning through defenders. Makes a pass for Stavroff breaking in. Drop pass back and a shot. And that was a good save there by Dopp, and it's sent down the ice.
Yeah, there's our new guy, Ryan Williams, straight out of Waterloo.
The Waterloo Blackhawks of the USHL. The #1 junior hockey circuit in the United States, along with the North American Hockey League.
Yeah, Ryan, he's out of Pleasantville, Ohio, just here around the neighborhood.
Over the blue, soaring in over the blue line to Messina from another Ohio State Buckeye player. Here is Hundley. He's been very effective. Hayes Hundley is an offensive style defenseman. Going deep into the corner as they get an offensive zone cycle going, but it's broken up. And a quick break by Spencer Cox from Miami the other way. And a save was made by Dopp. Spencer Cox, another fine collegiate offensive defenseman. There's a pass across Sonnedecker, and that served as a shot as it went off the defenseman's stick and came careening in on Alderman, but he was ready for it. Now the other way, Stavroff somehow got the puck by. He goes to his knees, and he runs out of room. He can't get a shot. And now Dalton Messina takes over.
Tough move from Stavroff there.
Messina crisscrossing, dropped it. Just too far out in front of Jackson Dixon from Jersey, those hit men. And in over the line, they call offside, as they had an apparent breakaway in the works.
All right, first whistle of the game. We've only had one other in the early one. All right, as they set up the little jailbreak style penalty.
They're saying, how come the faceoff's out in center ice? They moved all the way. Maybe they didn't call offside. Unless it was an intentional offside. Why would they do an intentional offside if they had a 2-on-0 break? I don't know, but at any rate,
right,
they dropped the puck. And, hey, it's going to be on the other side of the ice in a second anyway.
Right.
Petrozelli played it across, in over the blue line. Look at that extra spurt. Good speed down the right wing. And that shot by Malcolm Palmer is deflected over the net. Now a long pass now to McBrayer, another Ohio State Buckeye. Neat move as he cuts to the middle. Then he cuts back to the middle again. Centering pass. And that shot by Vidrick failed to get on the net. And now at the opposite side for Atkinson. He's got Trailer coming in, but he takes the shot. And it went wide as Dickman just wasn't quite far enough up on the play. Petrozelli, a very, very fast, elusive skater from Fort Wayne in the ECHL. Got it to Atkinson. Atkinson over the blue line, cuts to the middle, and that was deflected by Cox. Into the corner. Cox picks it up and fires it down on the left wing. It's a two-man break. Bricky joining the rush, and a shot and a big save there on Sean Corrali, who's back in the lineup. The longtime Boston Bruin and Columbus Blue Jacket. Now Compagna moving in with a shot, trying to get it through the 5-hole, but it was closed up quickly. J.C. Compagna from HC at the Hockey Club Freiburg in Germany. And now in over the line. This is just a non-stop transition drill, and sooner or later a goal was going to come the way that game was shaping up. And burying that shot, Corrali, to make it 1-0.
Yeah, Sean Corrali just found the wide open spot in the ice, put himself in good position to wait for his teammates to finish the play and catch up. as he stands there and bangs in the open puck. All right, 1 goal in 5 minutes, a little better than last
Yeah,
game.
that's becoming the norm. This league is becoming positively close checking right out in front. And we get to 5-on-5, maybe even more so. There's a pass out, right wing, breaking up. Here's Williams as he faked outside, then darted inside. It was cleared away by Dopp, who came out of the goal and sticked it away. Now it's Campagna. Campagna joining the rush, 2-on-1, but it's too far out in front of him. Into the corner. Cox played that well defensively, cutting off the best passing lane, and now they're breaking it back. Here is Sean Corrali moving in. He was checked on the play by Luke Farthing, who's been an impressive player from Canisius from the NCAA. Into the corner, a neat move out in front, and that pass just couldn't connect. McBrayer trying to find Corrali in front of the net. Corrali played it over to the far side, hustling over to get there is Bricky. Made a spin move, then dish it off. Out in front, couldn't get a shot away, but Bricky recaptures the puck. Bricky gets through 2 guys, now passes to the far side, and it just could not be tucked in. It's recovered by McBrayer. McBrayer pivoting, put it out in front, right there, shot, and a goal. What an assist there as the puck was fired in by Bricky. But originally it looked like the shot was going to be taken by Will Elger, but he made that last pass that set up Bricky perfectly.
I'm very impressed with the Ohio State Buckeyes so far. You can see Nate McBrayer starting this whole play with that great pass to Elger.
Well, I take it back. It was more of a good, fortunate bounce, but hey, it looked good in real time, so he's still getting assists, I'm sure.
That's right.
That makes it 2-0.
Good work from the Buckeye boys.
Hey, he'll say, that gives me an idea. Next time a situation like that arises, I'll know what to do on purpose.
That's right.
Petrozelli got checked. And now here is Line, back from being under the weather. And there, Dalton Messina went tumbling over his stick inadvertently. Line worked himself back in slowly. He made sure he was okay on the golf links, and now he's ready to play hockey. Drop pass back, shot. That one goes wide. Out to center ice, here is Petrozelli.
We're always healthy enough to get 9 holes in,
That's
no matter
right.
what.
He might have to limit it to 9 if he's really under the weather,
Yep.
but Petrozelli moving in on the left wing. Got a little room with that speed of his for a shot, but a save was made by Garrett Alderman, who, similar to the last game, in Trey Miller, he played a long time in his first game before he yielded a goal. And we have a shutout going near the 8-minute mark still for Garrett Alderman. Up to center ice, where it's corralled by Ryan Williams. Williams feeds to Line. Line, the shot. That one's high and wide. Still trying to zero those sights as he's back on the ice this week. Here is Messina. Messina dropped it back for Atkinson. Atkinson, fake shot, blocked. I think the goalie stopped it with his left pad. That wasn't an easy save. Might have been partially deflected before it got to him.
Well, Dalton Messina, another one. He's played the first 3 weeks with High Bank, and now he's switched it up. Playing for Battery Academy today.
They're making high stakes moves here between these teams. Right out in front. Don't know if it's a trade or for future considerations or what. Here comes Campagna. Campagna with a shot, and that was labeled, but just gloved the side.
Yeah, good look there, but great save by Alderman.
Some real mustard on that shot. Breaking in, and that one was a quick shot too, but a save made by Dopp, and the player who shot the puck ends up crumpled in the corner. Stavroff breaks on, some neat dangling being done there. Pass out, Tyson fed it in front to Bricky, and a shot was stopped by Dopp. Tyson has it again. Tyson across. Centered, and Bricky again tried to tip it in, but could not. That was McBrayer, this time the other Buckeye player out there with the silver helmet, red and white pants, breaking out to the front, and no room there yielded by Eric Dopp, and he holds it out.
Yeah, good job by Dopp finding that puck through the traffic jam in front. McBrayer trying to get sneaky and just plow one in there, but Eric Dopp holding his own, standing strong.
Another stop by Dopp. See, the Wichita fans could enter into that refrain. ECHL, and a lot of times goalies from the ECHL get a chance to move up to higher levels, so who knows where we'll see him before he's through. Here's Tyson in over the line. Tyson with Stavroff breaking the net. Dropped it back, pass across, Stavroff still standing there, He never got the shot away after he was nicely set up by McBrayer. Now they take another shot, and that one's right into Dopp, and he holds on.
Oh, yeah, there's someone. Dante Moretti for Battery Academy, number 9. He just got tied up with Stavroff there out front.
A couple of weeks ago, he was the player of the week.
Yeah. Yep, the High Bank Distillery player of the game, Dante Moretti. See what kind of impact he can make here as his team's down 2-0 early going.
6 goals.
And I was going to mention, remember in the second half of last week, 6-1-4 just dominated. So they've got a 2-0 lead here.
Yeah,
Look out.
Dating back from that, they continue their fine play. Here's a 2-on-1. In over the line, make it a 3-on-1, even a 4-on-1. And they shoot, and Dopp made the save. And for a 4-on-1, they got a pretty good shot, but I would say Dopp at least had a fighting chance there, and he made the save. It looked like just a straight 2-on-1, and then there were 2 more guys, and I don't think they knew what to do with the luxury of numbers there.
Yeah, a little bit of indecision.
And the back checkers look a little tired in that shot. Time
just
for a line change.
Straight up, just kind of cruising down. You know that's a sign of tiredness.
Go to the line. Stolen. Here they come. This will be a breakaway. In alone, 1-on-1. No, they got the trailer. I think maybe he might have been better off just shooting that puck himself. But the save was made by Dopp. It's good unselfishness anyway.
Yeah, Anthony Vidrick and Ryan Ginger there on the 2-on-man attack.
Ginger dropped it back for Vidrick. Rule of thumb, if you've got a clear breakaway, you should probably take the shot.
Well, that's why they're here. Let's learn.
Dixon now for Sonnedecker. Sonnedecker in over the line, and that was cleared out. Paddled away there by Alderman. A good cross-rink pass to Cox. Cox over the line. Still holding it. Swings it in front. And it was just checked away, and Atkinson off to the races. No, that's Petruzzelli. I say those two look an awful lot alike. There's a shot. No, he doesn't take it. Sonnedecker put it out in front, and that one is saved on that attempt there by number 13, Jackson Dixon, the newcomer for Battery. Now here's a breakaway. Moving in alone, and that shot skitters wide. Yeah, no one to feed it to that time, so he had to take the shot, and Dopp again was equal to the task. That was Ryan Williams on the breakaway. Out comes Petruzzelli. He's over to the line. He's got Sonnedecker trailing, waited for him, then hit him. Sonnedecker with a shot, but played well by Alderman. And they're going to elect him Alderman if he keeps playing this well.
Well, and you mentioned Ryan Williams, a Columbus native. He played for Blue Jackets 14 under, 16 under, and 18 under. And last season, it looks like he had a pretty good career with the Janesville Jets in the NAHL, playing 44 games.
That's as opposed to the Johnstown Jets.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where Janesville is. But Ryan Williams, big 6'3" body here out of Columbus. Getting some work in early.
The Johnstown Jets got famous in slap shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Went over the line, played it back.
Knew that sounded familiar.
This is Line in the corner. Look at him making some neat moves, but not going for it. Malcolm Palmer was able to come up with it. Now it is Hundley making a neat move, and Hot Rod Hundley is off the center ice, leading the charge. Dropped it back now. This is Moretti. Moretti for Hundley. You see him, he's a defenseman, but he's often leading the rush and deep in the offensive zone. He's been involved in a lot of plays.
Yeah, one of the perks of playing in this league as a defenseman, you can get on the offensive side a little bit easier than in a traditional league.
Yeah, he's got 5 goals. Now it's turned up by Ohio State Buckeye player Messina, but his pass was knocked down. Drop pass out in front line, and they wouldn't give him the shot. Hundley got back to break it up. Hundley sees nobody pressuring him, so he just moves it up slowly now to Moretti. Moretti dropped it back. Messina moving in. Man, that shot ended up over the top.
And a rare break in action here as we got a puck out of play for a change. These guys get the breather they needed, though. We're just over halfway here into the first half. 2-0, low scoring so far. But that's kind of been the nature of things here the last couple of games. And 6-1-4 still carrying on. Good work by Alderman. The excellent goalie work from last week.
Now it is Battery controlling it right out in front. Save, rebound. It looked like a gimme there almost for Moretti, but somehow Alderman was able to make the save as he took away that lower part of the net. You got to get it up when you're in tight like that. Up high Farthing with it. Farthing controlling that puck very well. Looking for an opening, still has it. Off in the corner, centered, and is tipped wide, and then a drive by Messina. Rebound, another save, and finally they park it in the net after a number of fine saves by Alderman.
And I saw Ryan Williams kind of shake his head. I don't know if that went off of his stick. We'll take a closer look here on the replays. It'll come this side off the rebound.
I think there's a rule that looked like it went right off the goalie's pad and bounded over, and he thought he had a good part of it, which he did. I think the rule of thumb is you make the first 5 saves, you've done your part. Save, and there's a good stop by Dopp.
I like that rule. Yeah, if your defenseman can't clear it out by then,
that's right.
Give him a break.
So out here's Compagna in over the line, weaving his way in. A shot, and that one bounds wide, and Atkinson's on top of the puck now. Atkinson, look at him wheel and deal. Back of the goal, tried to jam it in front, but finally skated out of harm's way and out to center ice, but Compagna intercepts, waits for Atkinson to get onside. Now he hits Atkinson with a pass. Atkinson sends it down for number 16, Jared Tyson. Compagna took it, centered it back, didn't quite find Tyson in front. And now it is Cox trying to move it quickly, but gave it away to Atkinson, but he in turn gave it away. And it's turned up ice finally. Elger with a pass to Cox. Cox, Elger with it. He put it across the goal. What a play. Cox and Elger teaming up beautifully for a highlight reel goal.
Yeah, very nice work there from Elger and Cox. Cox able to bang in his first one of the afternoon. If you get a good look there. And Spencer Cox just in perfect position with half that net open for the exchange. Puts it away. And the goal by Battery was Dalton Messina switching teams and knocking in his first goal of the afternoon and Battery's first one.
That makes it 3-1. That would look like just a perfect weave drill. And they finish it off. And here comes Hunley. He lays it off for Compagna out front. Atkinson scores. What a play. One great play deserves another. As after that sensational passing effort by 614, Battery comes back with one of their own.
Well, and you mentioned it, sensational effort and putting the skills on displays. Cam Atkinson, one of the best to do it. A lot of fun to watch and just excellent puck control as he buries that one.
And that was our man Hundley again leading that rush, and he made a really neat play laying that puck off to an open Compagna, and then he set it up for Atkinson. A great goal all around, and it's 3-1.
Hundley, the defenseman, making offensive moves.
Ricky tried to attack, but they managed to break that up. Turning up ice, this is Sonnedecker in over the blue line. Sonnedecker was checked and speeding out the other way. In over the line, waiting for somebody to help out, and then it was Tyson just checked as he tried to bull his way in front of the net. Now Hundley has it. Hundley fed it across. Hayes Hundley out of Johnstown in the NHL. I got a feeling he's going to be playing in a high-level program very shortly. Trying to back his way in. Dropped it back, Tyson. And that was checked. That was an interesting move by Farthing. I'll talk about protecting the puck. He's got it again.
You can try anything in the CCSEL.
And it was broken up, and here's a two-man Ohio State Buckeyes rush. As McBrayer with Bricky. Tried to feed it back to him, but couldn't get it there. And now they go to the corner. Zach Tyson battling for it, centering pass. And that one just put over the net by Bricky. Sent it out to the S614 zone, and Corrali got checked on the play, recovered nicely. And with it is number 44. I don't see him on the roster.
That'd be Sonnedecker.
Oh, Sonnedecker. Oh, it's 91 again. They had him listed as 91 before. Here is Brayer in front and checked on the play. Put across and passed into a crowd there, intercepted by Petrozelli. Sent out, Bricky has it at the boards. Sonnedecker trying to dig it out. He does, but it ends up on the stick of Cox. Cox moving in. Turning back. Centering pass nicely to Corrali. And Corrali just tried to feather it over to Ryan Ginger, but just missed. And it's Petrozelli across rink now to Hundley. Hundley, a big rangy guy, knocked down the player inadvertently there. It's your incidental contact, and he's a big enough guy to make the opponent go down in such plays. Here's Corrali now, careening out with it. Corrali on a 2-on-1. Fakes the shot, now they send it back to the trailer. Backhand shot save. But they're just not settling for a simple shot and pass. They always want to go in for that late man, and that was a great play, but Ryan Williams got stopped by Dopp.
Yeah, one too many passes again from 6-1-4.
Cox back. They executed the play nicely, but they might have had a better chance if the first or second man had shot. It was a good first pass by Corrali. I thought he was just going to wrap it in, but then he made another pass. They still got a very good shot. Petrozelli in over the line. If it had gone in, I'd be raving about it.
Yeah, that's right.
There's Farthing with a shot, and it just went wide.
Yeah, when it works, you always talk about that extra pass. Really helps.
That's right. Corrali coming in against Hundley. He somehow came up with the puck. Still has it, decided he couldn't shoot. Look at those moves. Into the corner, looking to center it. It's a late man. It's Bricky. Bricky back for Corrali, and he ran out of room.
Yep, looks like Dopp covered that one up. Yeah, you mentioned the skating from Corrali there. Hits the stop, just pumps, hesitates, spins right around his man. As we're going to take a look at the quality work from Eric Dopp here.
Now this is that, keep the eye on the player in the middle. He's going to be the one to get it. And I thought right here you one-time it. Maybe he thought that the defenseman would block his shot, and that's why he put it back. You just never know. It's a totally different perspective when you're on the ice.
Yep.
Here is Laine with a cross-rink pass. Had to feather it in front, but that was broken up by Dante Moretti. Moretti played it forward for Campagna. One-on-one. Campagna trying to go wide with that big reach he's got. Centered it, and that was knocked aside. They have it back in the net. Moretti got it from Jared Tyson. He got dispossessed, and it's cleared out far side for Bricky. Bricky utilizing his big reach to get around Moretti. In over the blue line, going right for the goal with a shot. That one wristed wide, right out in front. And McBrayer just missed getting it in the slot. Tyson, the pass out for Campagna. The good pass there. And over the line, it's Moretti. Moretti through a screen, and it just trickles in. That's the advantage of that screen shot, if you can get it through.
Yeah, and Alderman thought he stopped it. You could even see him just had to look around. And we'll take another good look at it here from the replay crew.
Barely inched its way over the line. You can see he clearly lost sight of it. And it got in to make it 3-3. A little bit of misfortune there for the goalkeeper, but a good job setting up that screen shot. They come in again, and that one, there's no mistake about that. And that makes it 4-3 for Battery, and Malcolm Palmer, the marksman from Stevenson, in the collegiate ranks.
Yeah, absolutely no question about that one. Just a rocket of a wrister. And yeah, maybe Alderman just hadn't quite had time to get settled yet. Takes another tough one. Battery, two quick ones. Back to back.
There's Cox. So Battery looking like they were maybe shaping up to be 6-1-4's next victims, but now they've taken the lead. Right out in front, shot, and just wide of the net.
Well, let's see if Sean Corrali and Patrick Laine have got anything to say. Laine on the ice at the moment.
Laine hasn't been his dominant self just yet, but that can change any second. That's a great pass. Right out in front it goes. Laine back of the net. Still holding on to it. Hundley watching him very carefully. Giving away to Atkinson. A race between Laine and Atkinson. And Laine does a great job getting back to prevent him from getting a shot. And he wasn't able to hit the trailer. Farthing back goes the other way. You know, you look at a big guy like Laine and just a smallish forward with tremendous speed like Atkinson, you wouldn't think that Laine would be able to get back the way he did. Shot and a save.
I was very surprised that Laine was able to even get back in there, and I thought Atkinson should have went to his left and separated from Laine, but good work by Patty.
Moving in, McBrayer centered it, and a good redirected shot, but stopped by Dopp. Another chance by McBrayer. Back. That big reach from Line A was a big factor in him being able to wrap up Atkinson. He didn't really catch him flat out, but he kept him from getting a shot right out in front. And a save by Dopp as they were in real tight. As we're in the final seconds of this opening half of play.
Yeah, good puck work by Eldred, able to keep that one in the zone.
Atkinson gets the feed, tried to put it between the skates, but he is held off by McBrayer. And that is the end of the opening half and a really good half of play. And I'll tell you, that didn't miss. That gave him a little trouble, that long shot.
Yeah, a little more than he's used to. Only 3-4 here, 5-3 in the first game. So yeah, low scoring first halves is kind of how we've been going. But like I said last week, 6-1-4 outscored Battery 8-1 in the second half of last week's game. So they've got some important locker room time at hand as Battery takes in a 4-3 lead here just early going on game 2 from the Cap City Summer Late League Week 4.
I think they appreciate that locker room time probably more than most times. The pace
sure
that they play at here on a regular basis. You see Compagna over there.
Getting some pictures with the kids. That looks like Corrali, Campagna. And I've seen some of those kids back, walking the hallways, autographs all over their shirts, the hats, the things like that. So, and it's, an up-close, personal, kind of an intimate experience. These kids are right there. Very cool as you've got.
And Compagna leaving the ice, and you see the smiles on the onlookers there. As that's certainly one of the best aspects of this, and they'll stop to sign a few autographs. Talked to a fan before they drove all the way up from Detroit to watch this.
No kidding.
And certainly it's well worth it. And okay, just the hockey's one thing, but just to be able to hobnob with the stars like that, where else can you just walk into a building for free and do that? It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm a guy who drove all the way from Detroit. That's awfully cool. So yeah, this thing is growing, folks. So again, if you're in the Columbus area, come on out to the Chiller North. It's free. And as we step aside for a few-minute break here at halftime, we're going to send you folks to some highlights here from the first half and maybe game 1. So we're going to step aside on the Yamo Sports Network. We will be right back. Welcome back in, folks. Ryan Dietrich and Greg Frankie here for Yamo Sports. And I want you folks to take a minute and check out HyperIce.com. Founded in 2011, HyperIce innovative products have been used by the world's best athletes and consumers in over 60 countries across the globe. Our mission is to help everyone on Earth move better, live better, and be better. Their products are endorsed and used by Naomi Osaka, Patrick Mahomes, Jason Tatum, and Christian McCaffrey, just to name a few. Use HyperIce products to relieve tension, unlock sore muscles, prime your body and mind to be their best. Visit HyperIce.com. Check out their suite of products that uses everything from percussion, heat, contrast, vibration, and even air compression to loosen up your muscles. And not only just for professional athletes, but for the everyday person as well, just to help your life be better, feel better, and help you move better. Visit HyperIce.com. And the Cap City Elite players are getting a little treat to that today. I know they've got those HyperIce guns in the back, massaging and loosen up their muscles.
Boy, look at that. That is just so neat.
And there's the man, Cam Atkinson. Oh, all right, Travis Napper, one of our co-workers here at Yamo Sports. That's his wife, Lauren. What a cool moment there. Cam Atkinson showing his best to Lauren. I thought I recognized her. I haven't seen her in a while. And Travis, one of our great producers and broadcasters as well.
You can see why they still love Cam Atkinson in Columbus, even though he's not playing here anymore.
You got it. All right, a good look here from our friends at Athletic Performance Insight. You can visit athleticperformanceinsight.com. What they do is provide this handy-dandy shot chart using analytics and insight, tracking all the shots taken here at the Cap City Summer Elite League. Pretty closely contested here, 28 to 24 total attempts, 22 on goal to 16 on goal. That face-off win percentage is drastically skewed because there's only a few face-offs that don't have a lot of impact. But you can see it right there, 6-1-4 definitely working the crease more, working in towards the net more, and Battery a little bit more spread out, kind of working that, what do you call it, the rotation, kind of that swirling motion on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're cycling around a lot, and as we said, all over the ice. Now look at that, Cam's still there, and it's the first he's pictures, and now signing autographs to the young fans, and this is what it's all about. I mean, this is just fantastic aspect of this league, and what a guy for him, be able to be willing to do it. Reminds you of Bobby Hull, back in the day. Bobby would stand there for hours signing autographs before the bus would leave. He never turned anyone away, and it's just you can't have better public relations than that.
No, you really can't. And obviously, Cam Atkinson there representing the Battery Hockey Academy here in Columbus, Ohio, that I know he's a partner of. They've got a 50-50 raffle going on. They've got another big raffle for a round of golf at Scioto and a bunch of other things. So I think you can find that online too. Check him out.
Just look at the way he's interacting with him, that big smile, and he seems just very comfortable and enjoying chatting with them and totally at ease. And I tell you what, everybody who's gone by there is going to be a Cam Atkinson fan, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's just, and all the other guys are in the locker room there. I know they've got some catered food back there, using the HyperIce guns, getting their rest and relaxation on, and
We'll even pose to someone wearing a Rosalick jersey.
I was just gonna say that too. Yeah, just awesome stuff from the guys here, and that's what makes this truly great. So again, if you are watching this broadcast, come on out. Chiller North right here. Technically we're in Lewis Center, but Columbus, Ohio. Just the north side of town. Free admission, free fun. The guys are here signing autographs. Bring your kids, bring your family. It's hot outside. It's cool in here. So come check us out here at the Chiller North in the Cap City Summer Elite League. Then here we go. Once again, a big shout out to our executive director and producer, Adam Dell, running the Yamo Sports. And then you mentioned Travis Napper's not working, but our guys behind the cameras, behind the computer. A big shout out to the crew of Yamo Sports here helping put this fantastic production on today. And as always, Greg Frankie sitting next to me. I appreciate him coming down, and there's the man doing more PR relations.
I'll tell you what, that is just fantastic.
Yep, signing the hats, signing the shirts. It's just great for these kids. So, yeah, Big Patrick Line back in. And if you need your next event live stream, check us out, yamomedia.com. Always like to promote the brand a little bit. We do everything from live sports, as you can see. We've done Christmas concerts, pageants, anything like that. You need an event live stream, produced, recorded, edited. Contact us at yamomedia.com. And a good behind-the-scenes shot. Yeah, good draw. You'll see every kind of Blue Jacket jersey up in here, too. That's the beauty of this game, is that people really like to support the local squad.
Hey, maybe we'll get some more of those guys out here next year. I think this is the beginning.
I think you're right. And even in the next 4 weeks, we'll continue to see who joins these fluid rosters. And a quick look at our updated standings after week 3. Yep, and that's what I was just going to say. Adams updated it with that earlier victory. Let's see, the first game of the day, we had Blade Tech winning 11-7 over High Bank. So there's Blade Tech added. They've got 5.6654. Things are tight, and right now, Battery at the top, 614 at the bottom.
What a difference 1 week makes. Last week, High Bank knocks off Battery, who is the undefeated leader, unbeaten, untied leader. And Blade Tech fell apart in the final period and lost to the team that had been in the cellar. And now those teams meet, High Bank and Blade Tech comes up with a big win. So you never know what's going to happen. You have great talent on all of these teams, and you drop the puck, and you just never quite know. And that's what makes it enjoyable. And it's this autograph fest continues. And sometimes, you'll have a situation like that, and okay, for a few minutes you'll have the players out there, but it's very, very regimented, and you get your autograph, but that's kind of it, and then you're shepherded on there. These guys are really making themselves accessible to the fans, and the fans appear to be being very respectful, and it's just a wonderful situation.
Yeah,
you see them high-fiving the fans then way back out on the ice.
Right, yeah, you don't ever see that. Just kids standing right there as they come on. And another thing I like about this is we've got a short little intermission. 2 halves. We don't have a long, drawn-out 20 minutes for halftime. These boys get settled, or in that case, Cam Atkinson just takes pictures with a bunch of kids for 10 minutes, and we're back out here ready to roll.
Very well spent. I was watching some of the replays of the goals. 2 of the goals that were scored on Garrett Alderman were screens that were set up that got by him, that he just didn't really get a good look at the shot coming in. The one that he made the save like 90% and it trickled in, and the other one was the same thing where it was set up behind the screen. He stopped almost everything that he's gotten a real chance to see in this game, which is typically the case with goalies. If you're going to beat him, that you have to get him to tip the puck, change direction, and somehow obscure his vision, and that's been the case. But coming up, a goalkeeper from a club program like Ohio, he's done a great job. There's the one that we were talking about, as clearly I think he would have made that save had he been able to see the puck. And then here the same thing where they coming in and they set it up. This is a different goal. This is one where they walked it in that beautiful 3-man setup. But
yeah, that's Cam Atkinson doing real good work there, finding the open crease and quickly putting his body in there. But
that's another one.
Yeah.
What's the goalie going to do to stop that?
Right.
Nothing. So there's 3 right there. He didn't see 2 of them. One of them was just a picture play, and they scored 4 goals. And the last one probably wasn't the goalie's fault either. So he's done very well.
Well, we mentioned that as, 4-on-4, they're definitely playing a little bit more defense than the previous 2 weeks, or weeks 1 and 2 when it's 3-on-3.
I think that word was banned from the official vocabulary a couple of weeks ago. You weren't even allowed to say it, much less play it.
We did not mention it much, but they're finding creative ways to play defense without using physical checking and the contact. Some of those where a guy's screening, they'll come in and just knock him off his block and, move him out of the way. But here, it's a lot more kind of delicate finessing with the puck, finessing with your stick, really using your body placement well.
I think the game of hockey is similar to football. I think the game of hockey is going in that direction where they're trying to limit some of the really heavy-duty contact. And as they do that, playing the man will always be important, but mastering some of these subtle defensive techniques that you're talking about will be very important defensive skills. So here we go in the second half of what's been a very good hockey game so far. Battery up 4-3. They trailed for much of the first half, and they go right back on the attack here in the second, but it's broken up by McBrayer. In over the line, drop pass back, Line. He's out with Corrali now, so they got the big guns to start this second half out for 6-1-4. Here's a quick break the other direction. Look at Line back checking again. He broke up that Cam Atkinson breakaway, and he took away a 2-on-1 there by coming back. And now he's leading the rush. As he's got that puck waiting, centered it across just too far, but McBrayer got it back centered for Bricky, and he couldn't get the shot away. And you get Corrali and Line, and then you get the two Buckeyes out there. You've got quite a unit. Right out in front, they score.
Well, might have been Scooter Bricky getting himself in there. And yeah, you mentioned it, the big line for the victory pink as they get on the board early and tie this thing up at 4s. 60 seconds in.
That might have been their idea. Hey, let's put the big guys out to start things and see if we can get an early goal to tie it up, and they've done just that.
And both money pucks still an option for each team. Did not have one get used in the first half.
Rally tried to get it in, but it was broken up. Back for it, McBrayer. This foursome still out here. Bricky to Corrali. Great move there by Sean Corrali. Getting up to the line and offside, as he really had a head of steam built up. I guess it was rather fortunate for Battery that they called offside.
Another rare whistle here in the Chiller North as Eric Dopp gets a little.
We'll see. That foursome might stay intact through much of this second half.
Yeah.
If they do, that 6-1-4 would be really pulling out all the stops. Of course, last week, you remember the Blade Tech team had 4 NHLers and still lost pretty decisively. There's Elger over the line. He continues to impress. But he lost the puck there, tried to maybe do too much on that one. There's a lofting pass, knocked down. And Elger got it off this time to Cox. Cox moving in. Good pass across, but at the last moment, Williams could not field it. Out to center ice, long pass, too far for Petrozelli, but he gets there. Tried to center it, but it bounced over his stick. He recovers and feeds Hundley. Hundley to the trailer. In goes Farthing with a shot, and that was stopped. Farthing's been impressive in these games that we've had earlier.
Yeah, Luke Farthing has made an impact. 6-1-4, a little bit of size advantage here. Elger, Williams, Cox, all big bodies.
Pass back. There's Williams. Last shift is a size advantage for 6-on-4. Of course, without the contact, it doesn't matter as much, but we've seen the players utilize their reach very effectively.
Yep.
Some of the taller, lankier players. There's Petrozelli. He can really scoot. And he's got that puck, and he just went around everybody and took a backhand shot but hit the side of the net. And back they come the other way again. This is Bricky. Moving in all alone. And the save made by Dopp as he beat everyone on the ice except the goalie. Back comes Sonnedecker over the line. Sonnedecker shot, another screen shot they set up this time. Handled very well by Garrett Alderman.
Yeah, maybe that's just part of their strategy here is just take a little bit more. If there's a guy in your way, just let one rip.
My feeling is doing that, there's a 50% chance or more that the shot won't even get to the goalie. But if it does, then it's trouble. Into the corner. It's like when you put 10 bodies in front of the net. Yeah, the goalie can't see, but good chance it's going to hit someone and go the other way as go in the net, but it might go in the net. Here is drop pass by Dixon to Messina. Into the corner. Coming out, that puck dropped off nicely, and then a return pass and a shot by Moretti, but was stopped by Alderman. And now they got a breakaway in the other direction, moving right in, a shot, goal. And just about every move in the book was utilized by McBrayer on that one.
Yeah, Nate McBrayer showing some work there. I've been very impressed, like I said earlier. These Buckeye kids really getting the work done. As you'll see on display on the far end there. Some good handles from Nate McBrayer. That's just his first of the afternoon.
Made another fine move up the ice, breaking right in. A shot and a good save there by Dopp. McBrayer did a 360 pirouette to beat a checker and set up the shot. Now they go across. That would have been a gimme had Tyson been able to get his stick on the puck, or rather Dixon, but he could not. And now out comes 6-1-4. It's put ahead for a breaking Bricky. Bricky again leading a rush, but lost the puck for just an instant, and Malcolm Palmer was able to separate him from it. In the corner, they work it up the boards to center ice, accepted by Messina. It's a 2-on-1 with Moretti. Feeds Moretti, moving in, shot, goal. Moretti, who's shown that he knows where the net is in these games. And we've seen a lot of those 2-on-1s where, you know, maybe he's going to try to send another pass over, but he saw he had a good chance to put it in the net, and he just shot it.
Well, and you mentioned we saw that last game, a little bit of, you know, too many passes. And we like to see Dante Moretti there. If he's got it, he's just going to let it rip. Let's see, 6 goals. He's got 2 today. He's got 8 on the season, so he can certainly cause some damage.
You're not the old Soviet national team. If you have a 2-on-1 and you make one pass, a shot's usually a good idea. Those guys would make 4 passes and still tap it into the net, but most guys don't do that. Here's Moretti dropping it into Atkinson. Even guys of this caliber typically don't do that. Out in the corner.
Well, unless you're Carson Meyer and Kiefer Sherwood in that first game.
We saw them convert a few of those. Now they move it over the blue line. Most coaches, I think, still would like to see the shot.
Yep. And you just don't have that much time usually.
That's right. Williams in over the line. Williams across, and it was checked away. Back they come with a long pass to Campagna. 2-on-1, Campagna waiting, then tried to flip it over the defender, but Cox was able to break it up. Back of the net, Campagna now for Moretti, looking for another one. Almost got a shot away, but just checked at the last moment. Out to center ice. Here's a quick break. Moretti now trying to prevent a shot, and he does a good job of it as he got back very quickly to deny a good scoring opportunity there.
Yeah, good work. Just slowing up Ryan Ginger as he had kind of a little breakaway there, but unable to get anything accomplished. There he is, Ryan Ginger. Number 9 from El Paso, playing in the NAHL.
From that shot, you could see he was number 9. Yeah. By the way, it looks like they called a penalty, so we're going to get to see a jailbreak penalty shot here.
Well, maybe hooking or interference there as he was.
Yeah, I think the standards are a little bit lower to call that than in a regular game. Here he is with a shot save. Puck is right in play after the shot. You see not too many people chased. It was just Petruzzelli who got it, and he fed Atkinson. He's right in. And a backhand shot goes wide.
Yeah, good stop by Dopp, and yeah, good play by Petruzzelli there to actually chase and collect the rebound.
Look at Hundley doing some work down low, but his pass was off the mark, and now it's skated down by Corrali. Corrali, pass off the side of the net. Did he do that on purpose? Did he take his own pass right out in front? And now it's Laine, shot, goal, put in. And another goal for this, what you might call Blue Jackets / Buckeyes unit, and McBrayer has tallied again.
The Ohio unit, we can call it, I suppose. McBrayer getting a second of the day. That's just his 4th goal here of the season.
Columbus unit.
Yeah, Columbus unit, I like that.
And there's a look at it.
And what a pass by Laine.
Saw him right there, and I'm not at all convinced that Corrali didn't put it off the side of the net by design.
You might be right there, like basketball, throw it off the backboard to yourself kind of thing. Just smart play.
Sonnedecker in over the line. Didn't make a play on it, but now Dixon has it. Dixon back to the point to Farthing. Farthing made a pass in front to Petruzzelli. Nice play. Petruzzelli backhand shot and a save. Boy, he's got some moves.
Yeah, he does. Petruzzelli's got wheels and handles.
Once or twice, they both have the number that ends in 9. Once or twice, I've said Atkinson, but it was actually Petruzzelli, and you can see why. There's a shot that went wide of the net. Right out in front, shot, goal, and these guys have taken control of this hockey game. Laine finishing on a pass from Elger, and it is another goal for 6-1-4, and they lead 7-5.
Yeah, nice work from Patrick Laine getting things back going here as we're going to get a good look. Let's make Brayer driving the wheels. And a good pad save by Dopp, and then, yeah, Patrick Laine just positioned nicely out front. Knew where the puck was coming.
Oh, don't look now. They were coming in again, but an offside call again. We've seen more off. Meanwhile, Patrick Laine must have juggled that puck on the end of his stick about 10 times before giving it to the official.
Just having fun.
I was surprised that they went offside there. They had a clear 3-on-1. Bricky across. And that's a dangerous pass in front of their own net. And they didn't really need it. It went back to the original man anyway. Messina motoring around, and he took a shot and was stopped as he was challenging his longtime teammate McBrayer. Player got toppled into the corner. No whistle. Some of the Battery players are saying what gives there. Laine moving in. Feed, shot, goal. And Laine, just a magician. He is really putting on a show now, and that goal is scored by Zach Tyson, number 13. I wouldn't mind being on Laine's line.
Oh, man. Yeah, not at all. And that's what good players do. Look at that pass. Wow. Patrick Laine with one beautiful assist.
He's got 198 career goals to go with it. He's a 40-goal scorer in the NHL, but boy, great playmaking skills. That was just knocked away. They almost were in again.
And here's where those numbers get us again. 93, Will Elger with the goal.
There's Atkinson. He's got a chance to hit his man. He does. Moves in, and Moretti with a shot and a save by Alderman, who's been playing a tremendous game here today. Here's a quick break the other way. 3-on-1. They pulled up to make sure they didn't go offside that time. Cox in front, and it was just swept away. Moretti, long pass. But knocked down by Williams. Tried to set up a breaking McBrayer, but he could not. Got it back to him anyway, but they finally slide and knock it off his stick. Back comes Atkinson. He's going to have to really pick it up now, as I'm sure he knows. He puts it out in front, feeling like he's a guy who maybe can get his team right back in the game. Shot blocked by Tyson as he was set up by Atkinson. And now it's Moretti.
I thought that one got snuck through, but a good job by Alderman keeping it out.
Elger, Cox, Stavroff joining the rush. That shot went wide. And it's out to center ice. Atkinson, 3-on-1, but slow developing. Atkinson just moves in and pummels that shot. But a save made by Alderman. Either that or it was just off the net with the force that he shot. I think the goalie might be fortunate if it was off the net. Now moving in is Tyson. His pass is just unable to be controlled by McBrayer. McBrayer has scored a couple of goals here in the second half. Palmer is after it. He's being ragged from behind, but he managed to get it up to Atkinson. Winding up, big shot saved by Alderman. I bet he hasn't faced too many shots with that kind of pace coming in on him. 3-on-1, the shot saved. Or it just went wide, but Alderman handled that big shot by Atkinson very well. Petrozelli breaking for the net. Compagna's pass across, and again, Alderman is able to sift it out. He's played a whale of a game.
He's doing a wonderful job in the net there. Campagna with a great assist. Good pass to his teammate.
He can go back to Athens and tell his teammates how he stopped Cam Atkinson on just a bullet shot from 30 feet away. Bricky at the right point, kept it in. Cross, tip, goal. Nice play again. Tyson scoring, and 6-1-4, as they did last week, have really turned it up here in the second half. And that assist by McBrayer to go with his goals makes it 9-5. Nice pass, he slipped it right in.
Yeah, Alderman can just go find this, he can go to YouTube and find this video and just show all of his friends in the room.
That's right, I can prove I did it.
That's right.
That's right.
Get one of those picture frames that just replays the highlight over and over.
Yeah, just go to the saves collection. It'll be there. And a lot of other good ones he's made, too. Cross into the corner for Cox. They've broken this game open, but a lot can change in 10 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, 6-1-4 has outscored Battery 6-1.
Come again with a shot. That was blocked. Cox gets it again in front. And it was bouncing in rather dangerously, but Dopp was able to block it. And out they come. Remember, we've got the money pucks coming up still.
You must have read my mind. I was just thinking about that.
Shot went well. I guess if you're ahead by enough, you can decline the money puck. And don't give the other team a chance for a 2-goal.
Well, and that's
goal.
part of your strategy too. So 6-1-4, yeah, no hurry maybe. But battery as we approach the 10-minute mark.
They're going to need it for sure. That's a shot blocked. If I got my money puck and I'm 2 goals up in the last 2 minutes, I'm not going to call.
You got it.
No, sir. Pass across for Campagna. One-on-one, Campagna trying to throw the dekes on, but Elger was able to prevent him from walking in.
There's a timely line change. Dalton Messina able to grab that puck just as he jumps off the bench. Keep possession for battery.
Messina's pass intended for Sonnedecker was just broken up. Tempo is slowed down a little bit, but I think that suits the 6-1-4 team just fine. Here they come out. Cox, just as soon as I say that, they accelerate into a 2-on-1 break, and the shot went wide. 9:20 left to go. Out in front. Elger dropped it off, and they score. And a neat setup there. And I believe Tyson, who is that?
That's Cox right
Cox
there was involved on the play. I think he was the one to finish it off as he's held up there against the boards. Yeah, follows Elger in. Great dump by Elger right back to his man, Spencer Cox, finishing.
As Elger, that one great assist we had, turned out it was more of good fortune than anything else. So that time he set one up totally by design. Shot over the top of the net, back they come. And a 3-on-1, a shot and a save. 3-on-1 with a back checker there, but he really wasn't into the play. And it was almost another one there. Out to center ice. Now it's Moretti. Skate around Elger. There's a little bit of an opening. I believe they found it.
I think it got in there right behind that right pad.
It's Farthing, I believe, who gets credit for that.
Yeah, and you could see Alderman a little disappointed, but he made a great stop on that first one.
Oh, it's just the width of the puck, that's all he had, and that's all he needed.
And I will mention that previous goal by Cox, assisted by Elger, they did the same thing. Elger assisted Cox on a goal in the first half, and they did it again in the second.
Right out in front, and Farthing had a chance to score again very quickly. He shot wide, then he had another chance, and he shot wide.
Put some velocity on that one, too. Yikes.
Moretti circling at the top of the face-off circle. His pass broken up. Now back comes Line with Corrali. Here they got the first line out again. The tip wide. Line after it. Good job by Messina, but Corrali and Line were both after him. That was too much. Now Corrali moving in, and the money puck is on. The shot hit the post. And Corrali with a pass across right there. Shot went wide of the net by Bricky. And now it's Line in front again.
6-1-4 using the money puck while they've got Lining, Corrali, and Ohio State guys, I think.
They're doing that as part of their strategy. Now turning it up and motoring back the other way comes Bricky. Bricky leading a 3-on-2 rush. Pass back for Line, and he wired that one in, but Dot made the save. Line centers. Corrali with a shot. That was blocked. And now counterattack, a 2-on-1 with, this is money puck on the line. Petrozone Atkinson, and he one-timed that one and blasted it over the top of the net.
Speaking of some velocity.
If they had scored there.
Yeah, and
he did get into it.
A rare miss from Cam Atkinson is he usually is dead-eye with those opens. One-timer. But yeah, 6-1-4. I'm surprised they used the money puck here with a 4-goal lead. Just barely over the top.
I just assumed that was Battery's money puck when it was called. And it goes into Stavroff.
I like their aggression, though.
Yeah,
let's get on the attack.
They're being confident. They're saying, hey, catch us if you can.
If I got Line and Corrali out there, too, I'm confident.
That's true. That is true. But on the other end, they got Atkinson on the other team. Here is Williams down below the goal line. Breaks on. Working his way out front, but it was knocked down. And it's taken over by Jackson Dixon. Now to Tyson with a great pass to Atkinson. Atkinson shot, and that's the end of the money puck. Just as, boy, that could be a real key decision if they have to decide was the money puck still on if the shot went in. Back of the net. It's like deciding whether the guy's toe was still on the three-point line or not.
Or the goal at the end of the last game.
Right in front. That net seemed to move, but I don't think they're going to be too exacting with that rule there, and the goal counts. I'm sure that the net, in fact, they even put the net back in position. And honestly, I think that ought to be the rule in the NHL. If the net is nudged a half an inch and it goes in, but it clearly would have gone in anyway,
just put
it ought
back.
to be a goal.
Yeah, and you could see it just slightly behind the line there. Stavroff, I think, was the one who netted that.
Centering the pass.
But again,
that would eliminate, sometimes where they'll kind of on purpose accidentally move the net.
Yep.
And that would maybe discourage that a little.
No, they wouldn't do it on purpose.
Well, I'm sure it's never happened. That's right. Shot blocked on a shot by Atkinson. Again, set up nicely by Petruzzelli. There's a long pass for Stavroff off his stick that he'll get to it. He's got a man wide open in front, but just got checked. Back comes Campagna. 11-6. We still have the money puck for Battery, and they've got nothing to save it for at this point. Down 5. Out in front, Atkinson shot, and he's stopped again by Alderman. He's had about 5 or 6 good chances in this, and Alderman has really stood in there well. There's Elger over the line. Back it goes for Bricky. Bricky in front, kicked out nicely with that left right pad. Right in front, and that one drilled in by Elger. And 6-1 Forest just taken over this game just like they did in the second half last week against Playtech.
Yeah, I think that's 9-2 here, outscoring Battery in the second half alone.
It will be victory pink again, barring a miraculous turn of events with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Here they come again. McBrayer over the line, offside. That's 3 times they've been offside on either a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1. There's a rule of thumb about that says even if you're onside, don't make it so close that the linesman might make the call on you. Just give it that extra little bit so that you don't lose a great opportunity like that. And that's probably a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, take the human error out of it.
Don't give him a chance to do that.
Nice pick by Tyson out of the air as he comes the other way.
There's a good catch of the pass with a skate and then send it back. Tyson with a shot. And a big save by Dopp.
Nice work by McBrayer laying out to keep the puck in their possession.
Right out in front again. And once again, McBrayer has it. He's had an outstanding game. With a big assist from his line mates, with a little help from his friends, as they say. Here's Bricky. They were playing a lot with Corrali and Line earlier on. Here's Elger. He has been quite impressive. He ran out of room. And I think I could recruit half my college team from guys that I've watched in these games.
And there we go. I was waiting for it.
Money puck with 2 minutes to go. And the shot went wide.
Oh, and they pulled the goalie, Eric Dopp, taking a breather.
Yeah, now they've really got all the stops pulled out.
Well, down 6 with under 2 to go. You got to do something.
If they get 3 goals,
boom,
they could tie it up. Here's Hundley with a shot and a save. And if they got a couple, then the pressure would really be on, too. I like it, though. It means that the game's never really over. Well, it would have been if he'd have scored there, but he didn't. And it's still an empty net.
Yeah, there we go. And Campagna raising hell as the ref finally blows. You can't ice it. When the goalie's pulled, that should lead to a penalty shot, I think.
And he's still smiling about it.
Yep.
But, hey, we got to do it by the book, he's saying. And he's going to get the penalty shot.
Yep. And, yeah, there is clock stoppages here in the last 2 minutes. They parked it.
Well, he plays in Germany, so let's see if he can get a tour.
There we go.
Moving in, and
yep,
it is.
It is. Yeah, that popped right back out. It's hard to see it loop behind Alderman there. J.C. Campagna.
Well, hey, that makes it 12-8. There's still 1:17 left. It's like a football game. If they can score, they have a chance for an onside kick. Yeah. They could tie it up. Here they come again. Campagna with a shot. That was blocked. Score is 12-8. Out in front, a shot. This game really isn't over.
Yep.
Out to center ice.
Just getting exciting.
Back for it, Sonnedecker. Cross rink, knockdown, open net again. This could end the excitement. And it does. As that one is put in by, who's that, Ginger.
Yeah, Ryan Ginger with the money puck.
That makes it 14-8. But for 1 second, I was kind of on the edge of my seat there.
That's a few seconds.
They had a pretty good chance with about a minute to go to score again and make it 12-10, and they had the money puck for the whole rest of the game.
Yep. All right, down 5.
The corner. Knocked away. Corrali taking his time. Sledding his way in over the line. Shot it wide of the empty net. Not sure how hard he was trying to put it in, but Williams knocked down in front. Sonnedecker leading the rush. 4-on-2. Drop pass back for Dixon. Checked away from him by Cox. Cox has the puck now. Long shot. Oh, boy. Didn't I tell you a couple of weeks ago they shouldn't practice hitting the post too much? Then when you don't want to hit it, you hit it.
It was amazing how many shots we saw off the post last week, too, as they just kept hitting
after they had been practicing hitting the post before the game. And looks like we're going to have another penalty here. Not sure what for, but Corrali doing his best to catch Petrozelli, and I think he heard footsteps.
Yeah, it just leaked away off his stick there, lost it off the tape. No more money puck.
Yeah, it's going to be the hockey game. No more hockey either.
Yeah.
As the time expires. And the final score, 15-8, another resounding win for the powerful purple, or pink, or powerful pink, I guess.
Victory pink, as Matt Pfeffer liked to say, and I think it was 12-8, and then 614 had a money puck. They've got 15-8 up on the board. I think it should be a final of 14-8. We'll get confirmation on that.
That's right. The money puck was ended by that.
But either way, 614 in fine fashion. Really tuned it on here in the second half.
Well, I think what they did in the beginning, it was no accident that they had Laine, Corrali, and the 2 Ohio State guys out, and they scored early and often and took the edge. And then when they turned the money, they called for the money puck, they had the same guys out there. And I think that there's a certain realization that players like that get out and then they really focus and say, okay, now I'm really going to be serious about trying to make some things happen, that they can do just that. And I think that was a big reason why they ended up winning this game, even though it was very, very close at halftime again.
Yeah, Bricky and McBrayer, the Buckeyes, they both had 2 goals in the game, probably some more assists. Patrick Laine getting on as well. Corrali didn't have quite the impact on the box score sheet as you would typically see, but and Cam Atkinson, another quiet afternoon from him.
Well, as soon as we say that, we recall that last week Blade Tech had 4 NHLers in their lineup, and try as they might, they also fell to this 6-1-4 team, who has gone from last to first in this Cap City League in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they had 2 losses, an overtime loss, and then a regular period loss, and now, hey, 2 regulation wins. They'll have 6 points. That should bump them up.
2 teams that were ahead of them, Battery and High Bank, both went down today.
Yep.
And that shows how even this league really is.
Yep. And yeah, again, that's some of the fluid roster. You get some guys bouncing back and forth. But you mentioned it. The Buckeyes standing strong. Nate McBrayer really making an impact. And you could just see it from his skating and his effort. I mean, he was just... The Buckeyes are going to be ready to have him on their squad this season.
There's Messina. Yep. You can tell, I think a lot of the fans are familiar with the Ohio State Buckeye players too, and so they're joining in the Scooter Bricky over there. Another one joining in the autograph session, signing the sticks. And Buckeyes had a very good year this past season, and I'm sure they've got a good number of fans in their own right, as well as the Blue Jackets.
We ought to get some of the Lady Buckeye, the national champion Lady Buckeyes.
Yeah, they could play pretty good in this.
Man,
they this type of format.
Yeah, they would be the fan favorites, because especially coming off that ship a year ago.
Get Emma Malte out here. I think she'd entertain the fans pretty well.
Absolutely.
13-8, the final score there, and 6-1-4. I don't know if they've become the odds-on favorites now, but they've sure looked good in these last 2 weeks with big wins.
Yeah, another great afternoon here from the Cap City Summer Elite League. This is wrapping up week 4. Next Tuesday, we'll be right back here at the Chiller North. Same time, same place, folks. 12:10 and 1:40. We will have the Athletic Performance Insight shot chart for you here in just a second. And we might be able to get some updated standings, but it should be, let's see, we'll have 6, 6, 4, and 5, I think, are where our points are at. So we'll have a tight race, and there we go. Check out athleticperformanceinsight.com, our partners from Athletic Performance Insight providing this shot chart. And as you can see, 59-57 total attempts, pretty even, 44 to 39 on goal. 614 definitely putting the pressure on a little bit more there. Battery a little bit more spread out. 614 maybe a little bit more designed, had a lot of action going in on the insides. But yeah, nice little effort there. You can see we had a couple long ones, but nothing major. Most of the action taking place right there in the crease. Utilizing some blockers, utilizing some congestion.
Well, you can see by looking at that the shot from the point isn't a big strategy aspect in here. Why do that when you can get shots right in front like that?
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking back watching the Olentangy Liberty Patriots in their state championship season this year. They worked a lot from the blue line, and we'll see things change here as we move to 5-on-5, maybe in a couple of weeks. But yeah, things are close. The action's packed in there. Close to the net. Makes things tough on the goalies. But again, we talked about him all day, Garrett Alderman.
I'll tell you, in my mind, he's the player of the game. And I think in that last game, Trey Miller was the player of the game. The two goalies, I thought, really played extremely well with all the pressure that they were under, as they always are. A little bit less, I think, now than it was, obviously, in the 3-on-3. But I was genuinely impressed with the play of both of those two goalies in particular.
Yeah, 60 shots taken at you, 45 on goal, and you still only give up 7 or 6. Pretty solid effort from these young guys. Great experience. So yeah, there's the Athletic Performance Insight. Check them out online at Athletic Performance.
Well, Alderman's never going to be intimidated by anyone again after he made that save on Atkinson the way he did.
Man, and what a rocket from Atkinson just right in front of him. So a lot of action, a lot of excitement here from the Chiller North, and here we go. We'll wrap it up with standings.
Last week, 6-1-4, it was not an optical illusion. Last week they were at the bottom, now they're at the top. Things can change so quickly.
Yeah, it's just awesome. So you never know what's going to happen next week, what new faces and things we'll see. So keep tuned to all the social medias. Check out capcityelite.com. But there's the standing, 6-1-4, 2 big wins in a row. Matt Pfeffer will be excited about that. Victory pink. And if you're curious to checking out any of the gear, visit 614hockey.com. And outside of that, for Greg Franke and Ryan Dietrich, it was a pleasure. Again, we thank you folks for tuning in to Yamo Sports. Same time, same place next week. Have a great day.